Boy. It's going to be a painful episode. Oh, all right. You are. We're live. Hello and welcome to the End-to-End Football Podcast. So you're here with myself. Where I need to change that still because I'm just Abs now. I think Abs 1010 is a little bit premature now. I ain't going to lie to you. But for now, it's Abs 1010. You know what? Let's just skip me. Don't worry about my weekend. It's terrible. Monday didn't help either. Kuda, what are you saying? How's your weekend, sir?
Oh, half. You know what I mean? Half okay, half rubbish. But we move. It is what it is.
Yep. And SAS. I dread asking this question, but how's your weekend, sir?
Splendid. As always. Right now.
Nasty.
But you know what? Yeah, before we do anything, boy, gotta drop them like. You know what I mean? Hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff.
Yes, man.
Like
share.
that.
And also, people, don't be afraid. If you want to come on and have a word, talk about your team. Joe, I see you in the comments, bruv. If you ever wanted to come and defend United, because I don't think I am, but if you want to come on and do it, bruv, just let us know. Put you in, bruv. Not a problem.
Is this Joe who we were speaking to last year that had a lot to say?
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite Joe, man. Yeah.
Mad. Anyway, let's get to it. Without further delay, boy. Bro, say Man United 1? Oh, you got 1 in it, yeah. Man United 1, Brighton 3. Take it away.
I'm gonna try and temper my emotions on this one. See, because the problem is there's been a lot of nonsense happening on in the background, which weren't exactly good conditions for coming back to Premier League football. We still got quite a few injuries as well. We've already had a slow start. I think, 3 losses now in 5 games, which is not a record that I think it's a terrible record. I think that record is bad. I think it's even Moyes got away with not having a record like that. So that says a lot. Just not being the best start. And obviously during the international story came up of another right winger of ours misbehaving. We hope, fingers crossed, that it's not what you
that right wing is that's a wing in a prison, bro. That's what that is, bro.
Right. So obviously we were player down due to that again. So like I said, injuries and all the rest of that. I want Wan-Bissaka, who
I don't think that would have made a difference anyway. But anyway, go on.
I think it makes a difference still because we'll come on to why I think it makes a difference.
All right, cool.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka played for about five minutes or whatever, and he's now injured for 2 months. So,
wow,
yeah. So another person at the low who's just come back from injury, or sort of on his way back from injury. So this is pressure. It's just pressure. It's just unnecessary pressure. And now, why do I think it was that not having a right winger is important? Ten Hag clearly favours Anthony over every other winger we have in this club. And the moment Anthony wasn't available, he decided to outsmart himself, the fans, and Brighton for about 22 minutes and play a diamond 4-4-2 diamond. And for 20 minutes, very similar because this has happened in all the other games we've lost as well, right? For 20 minutes, it looked like a masterstroke. We didn't score. Giuseppe figured out what we were doing and said, 1 second, big man. And from the 21 minute and 30 seconds, well, more 42, the game was over for United. The game was over.
Right, you got to a second, boy.
No, because from the moment he figured out and said, hey, you know what? Hey, fullbacks, go. Right? From the moment he said that, was finished. We were finished. Absolutely finished. Oh, Jesus. Where do I even start? Where do I start?
From the
boy.
What was it? 22 minutes and 42 seconds?
Something like that, bro. I'll tell you. All right. So let's start with the formation. Who players he started, right? The back line kind of picks itself, like I said. Injuries, quite a lot of games. I think we got Bayern Munich as well this week, so he's obviously moving around. The only positive I would say, actually, two positives I would say, is two players. Reguilon did not look too bad. I'm very surprised by that. I thought he was going to be shocking, but yeah, he was actually all right. And obviously a new man, Højlund looked good as well. Looked interesting. Fans, slap yourself for booing because he came off at 60th minute when we know he's not fully fit. Slap yourselves. All of you slap yourselves. All of you slap yourselves. That's just stupid. He also did sub appearances in international. He's on his way back. You can't force the man to do 90 minutes. So slap yourself anyway. But yeah, where it comes contentious is, again, leaving Casemiro to defend the midfield by himself as a single man. I don't know when we're going to figure out. He ain't got the legs to do it. We've got Christian Eriksen as on the left-hand side of the diamond. So that means he has to track Lamptey or whoever was the fullback. Ten Hag, slap yourself. I'm sorry. It's just right on your bald head. Just slap yourself, because I don't know what you were thinking there. On the other side was Scott McTominay. I thought we were trying to get rid of him. I thought we were trying to sell him. Why is he back in the fold? Right? So, yeah, I think these sort of games, you're not going to expect wonders from Bruno. And
why is your club captain?
It's one of those games where you need to be a little bit more cuter with the ball and not lose it as much. And yeah, it was an average game for him. It wasn't the worst, but it was an average game. Now we just move on to the strike force. Like I said, Højlund was good. Rashford was decent, right? But you know, it's also always amazed me, right? I have been saying within United circles for a long time that Rashford is a selfish guy. He's selfish, right? He gets into a lot of opportunities where he could pass it across to another player and he would choose to shoot instead. Now, last season he scored 30-odd goals, so, you know, someone will turn around. Most people turn around and goes, well, he made the right decision.
He got 30-odd goals?
Altogether, all competitions, yes.
Okay.
I wanted to fact check that a bit.
Anyway, right? No, because I think he thought I meant Prem. I didn't mean Prem. Trust me, I ain't that foolish. Yeah, I'm not that foolish. But yeah. So you know, last year you can say some people say it's justified, but I mean, I've seen him do this to Martial. I've seen him do it to Cristiano Ronaldo of all people. You know. I've seen him do it to Vegas. Like, I've seen him to do whoever plays up front. If he has a chance to shoot, he will shoot first. Even if percentage is 20%, he's going to hit the target and score versus, 60% if you pass it across, it might be a better opportunity. He's going to shoot. Anthony kind of does the same thing, which is also why some of our plans don't work. But yeah, just to see that diamond formation, right? Again, I didn't watch the game live. I was at my own game. You know, we won this weekend, by the way, my own team. Just throw it out there. But so I had to rewatch the whole game afterwards. But this is after I already knew that for some reason we were playing a diamond formation. That's a painful watch, man. Very painful. Because I already, the moment I heard it was a diamond, I said, I can only imagine what Brighton did to our wings. That's the only thing that came to my head. And like I said, from the 22nd minute and 40 something, bruh. That's all I could see. I was like, oh, well, there you go, innit?
Yeah, that Lamptey was running right, boy, and he wasn't even playing right back. He was playing left back.
It's having fun. Stretching our game. So, yeah.
My man didn't rate you, man.
Oh, don't try and add 8 extras, bro.
He didn't rate you, man. You know, hold on, that match. You know, before you go on, you know the funny thing for me is seeing Danny Welbeck score that goal. Because how you can need him right now?
You know what matters thing is that Welbeck is like having a
Welbeck
resurgence in his career. You know what I mean? Like, you know, don't. If we had Welbeck, you guys will poison him with your foolishness.
No. But listen, I was about to finish. If we had Welbeck, he wouldn't get those chances. Why? Because we don't cross. Who's going to cross the ball? Anthony doesn't cross. He cuts in and shoot. Who's going to cross the left-hand side? Rashford don't cross.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you had played the diamond Yeah, what 2 strikers have Welbeck and what's the next youth's name?
Or Hoyland.
Farland. Yeah. If you had them two up
the
top,
fake Haaland, you know.
This guy. Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
If you had them two up top, it kind of now pushes Rashford more out onto the left, and hopefully that will make him have to cross the ball a bit more if he's not too close to the goal.
Nah, he ain't gonna make a damn difference. He's been playing on the left the whole last season.
He's gonna hit them flip flaps down the byline like there's no tomorrow. You know, Rashford loves that little elastico, boy.
So even a cross that he did eventually do, that the ball came off and Hoyland scored from it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. The only reason he crossed that is because he couldn't get inside. That was the only reason. The defender said, "No, you're only going outside," and then Rashford was like, "Oh, fine." And even then, he hesitated to pull the trigger to cross it. I mean, Lord and behold, he waited until the ball's crossed the line to then cross it. Like,
what is his actual position, though, Rashford? What is he?
I mean, there's always a discussion of is he a winger? He's a my term for him is a wing forward, right, or left forward, because he don't track back either. So he has nothing to do with winger. He doesn't.
Some of them clips of him jogging back, were nasty, boy. That reminded me of him, not last season, the season before.
Yep.
Like
Yeah, he's the superstar now. Man United have made him the superstar. They've put the Salah's greedy. Whoa. Wait. Salah made Mane walk off the pitch and start shouting at his own manager. Salah is greedy.
Yeah, but there's a difference between Rashford and Salah. Let's not get into this right now. We're talking about your
It makes
team.
no difference. Are we talking about players being greedy? Or
are we talking about players now?
Are we trying to bring everything into it to try and muddle up the discussion? Is Salah greedy? Yes. Is Rashford greedy? Yes. Are they both as greedy as each other? Probably.
Does Salah finish his food?
What difference does it make if he's greedy? Okay, so why was Mane upset with Salah when he came off the pitch that game 2 years ago? Why was he upset? Because did Salah finish his food then? He didn't finish. He didn't score.
You hear what my man said 2 years ago, you know? Is this what 10 do to you?
I know the point you're making, but time and the place, big man.
No, this guy's trying to pretend like he doesn't know who he has, bro. I don't want to hear that. There's some players that are greedy.
CR7 is greedy as well, isn't it? So where do we go from there? He bags goals, isn't it? So,
but then what? Are you gonna compare CR7 to Rashford? That big man.
No, if we're talking about just greediness, but in them man are bagging, in it. So
yeah, that's the level. I mean,
that's the difference.
I mean, they're scoring more, but greed is greed. That's all. The only topic we're talking about.
I hear that, but now I see what you're doing. You're trying to deflect the thing in here. Let's go back.
I'm not deflecting.
No. You know what? Because so far, I've heard you talk about. You said Casemiro being left isolated. You said Rashford greediness. You said Bruno just does the Bruno type of things. Eriksson ain't got the legs to cover that. Left centre mid position.
To Martinez.
Yeah. What else? Dallo, whatever. Oh, the Reguilon was somewhat of a bright spot, which goes to show how bleak things are. You know what I mean? I did see like Rashford. I did see him do a lot of overlaps, and Rashford just ignore it, boy. I was like, right, this is peak. Like, I would get mad, just doing them overlaps. The man's just ignoring me every time.
Do you know where
he's doing things,
bro? Do you know where he's doing the overlaps from? From his own back line, and you can see him on. Listen, you know them ones when you're watching someone run and you're thinking, I could never do that, I'm having a heart attack halfway, right? He is dying to get to that overlap, and Rashford just goes, cheers, and then cuts this way into the crowd, and then shoots into a crowded place. Like he's taking. He's taking the mick, bro. He's taking the mick.
It's liberty still, but. You know me. I always like to start with the manager, the man, the bald-headed man in your background right there.
Brother, I said
because I know you've got his angry face on there. He said he should slap himself. First things first. Yep, Glazers, all that good stuff. We know the root cause. You know what I mean? First and foremost, I'm gonna put it this way before I start on Ten Hag. Yeah, anyone that's Ten Hag out right now, what's the point, big man? if I was a United fan, I'd be thinking, bro, even if we get a next man, it's gonna start again. You're gonna have a little revival. Yeah, you'll be back here again.
You know
You're gonna get rid of all these players, and from what I've seen with you man trying to sell players, you can't get no peaceful
calamity.
Players. And
calamity.
You don't look like you want to spend money as well on top of it. So
calamity.
Getting a whole new manager, you man
better
ride it out, boy.
Yeah, before you continue cooking, right? I want people to just remember that Jose's first season won 2 trophies. Well, 3. I don't even know if it's 3, but 2 trophies for sure, right? Finished top 4. And the second summer, the summer that he has, beginning of the second season, he bought. The Glazers got him Lee Grant, Fred, and I think it was Dalot they got him. Those are the 3 signings he got to try and bridge the gap between United then and City then. That's what the Glazers thought, hey, this is going to help you bridge the gap, right? So, to be honest, I'm surprised that we signed as many players as we did this summer, but as you saw, the drama to get that was intense. And it's now led on. Everything's just led on. Because for some reason, it seems like we're signing injured players. I don't know what planet are we on that we have an injury list as high. And then we go, hey, you know what was better? Let's get some more injured players. Yeah. Amrabat is out for another 3 weeks.
Wow.
Højbjerg, we're treating him we're wrapping him with cotton wool. So 60 minutes, we got to get him off now, man, because anymore he might get injured again. We don't even have to talk about Martial, bro.
You didn't bring exactly what to say. Then you bring on Martial, the injury king. It's crazy.
Right? So, and then like I said, the right wingers are cursed because some.
But then, okay.
You know, I still can't make a joke about that, so I'm going to just keep my mouth shut.
Like I said, I'll start off with, to be Ten Hag out with the way your club runs at the moment is long. You know what I mean? It's absolutely long. I don't think it's possible. I don't think, because who are you even going to get? Yeah, anyway, it's pointless. Yeah. But my days, your manager is making some real sus moves. Yeah. So obviously the right wing situation, that's not his fault. The Sancho drama. No. Hold on. Let me finish my thing. Let me land. Yeah. It's not his fault that these men are doing up Prison FC. Yeah? That's not his fault, right? Right.
Put it that way. Yeah. Cool.
We can argue. We can argue about obviously whether Anthony should be playing any of that good stuff. Yeah, but the thing that I just look at, I think, how rubbish is Pelestri and them man there? If in this situation, man says, nah, I'd rather change formation than put you on V-man on right wing. And to do it against Brighton as well. This ain't Luton at home, bro. This is Brighton. You lost to Brighton last season. This is the time you want to experiment and come with a new formation. Yeah, it worked for 20 minutes, but as soon as De Zerbi figured it out, as you said, which is another question mark on the manager. I'm seeing a manager that is not able to react in game. The in-game changes are looking a bit sus as well.
Yeah, when you're ready, I'll go off. When you're ready, I'll go off.
You see, the one thing that I don't understand is, you got rid of Fred. I think that was a bad decision because that's the legs in your midfield, 100%. But another one that I'm baffed about, and I'm sorry to bring it up, and I know it's last season, but you see when we hit you for 7 and you brought on what's his name? Hannibal. That man there has got heart. He's got more heart than most of them players that you think, because he came in, he threw in the hard tackles, and he just gets busy. Why not give this youth a chance? Eriksen has not got the legs. Now, as you said, to put him on the left, are you all right in your head, bruv? Casemiro's not got the legs. Eriksen ain't got the legs. Bruno, well, for you lot, he does something. All right, cool. But where's the rest of the youngsters? He's been there long enough to see, is there any good youngsters he could try to bed in? Are you telling me there is not one? Because at the end of the day, I would have thrown that Hannibal in because he's giving you more than what some of these other players are giving you.
Yeah. Well, especially if you're cussing Sanchini for training, I'm sure them men are training hard. Are they also underperforming in training?
What do you think about this, Hannibal? Abbas?
As you said, okay, I'm gonna be a bit harsh on him, right? The heart thing and the fight and the desire is probably one of his best features. I don't quite know what type of midfielder he is, but for certain games, I'd rather see him than McTominay. In fact, let me take that back. For all games possible, I'd rather see him than McTominay. Right? I'd rather, because, okay, I've seen McTominay now for what, 6 seasons? I don't need to see him anymore. Again, it's the watershed moment, so I can't say exactly the words that want to come out my mouth. I don't need to see him anymore. I don't need to see him. I thought we were trying to get rid of him. We should have taken 30. We should have taken a 30 million for him for West Ham instead of we decided to battle for 40, and now we have him for another season, right? I'm flabbergasted about that decision. And as for all these top reds that are like, oh, we're happy Fred is gone, but this man is still here. You clearly don't know football. That's all I can say. You clearly don't know football. I know Fred was not the greatest, but he's mustard compared to this crap. Yeah? And then Hannibal's there. Just might as well play him. I mean, the guy came on and scored a thunder of a strike. And guess what? We weren't scoring until he stepped on the pitch. Right? We were waiting for Marcus Rashford to have a deflected shot.
But then again, you look at that and think it's already 3-0 and you bring him on. So that tells me that it's low risk at that point, isn't it? That's the point where you're like, whatever.
Do you know what fired me up the most? Do you know what fired me up the most? And I'm really interested to see this team that we picked for Bayern Munich, because this is my only defense for this bald-headed git over here, right? My only defense for him is that he was saving these two players for Bayern Munich's game. That's my only hope.
Big man.
Because I'm trying to understand.
I don't even understand.
Why Wan-Bissaka came on. Huh?
How can you be saving, man, when you just
listen, I'm holding up. Listen, I'm holding on to that. I'm holding on to that.
You're clinging on.
Yeah, I'm stretching. Stretch, Luffy. Go. Like, I'm stretching. I'm stretching. Yeah, because I'm trying to work out what exactly do you think was going to happen? Bringing on Garnacho, Palestri, and Wan-Bissaka. Well, Wan-Bissaka, we've seen what's happened now, innit? Why are you bringing him on 85th minute? Now he's out for 2 months. Genius. But then you're bringing on Palestri and Garnacho on the 85th minute, Hannibal on the 64th, and Giggle, who we're putting on Martial on the 64th minute. For what?
Yeah, this man. There's certain things. There's certain things I look about your manager.
There's no point bringing on Martial by himself. At that point, 64th minute, I think at that point it was already 2-0 or 3-0 or whatever, right? You bring on Hannibal, cool. You can bring on Palesky or Garnacho, any one of them, and then bring on Martial. So that he goes down the middle, Rashford on the left, and then one of them on the right. Which is what we should have started with anyway, to be honest. This is why I don't get... This is why I'm going at him a little bit. I still believe in him, but as I said last time, there are some clear faults that I don't think he wants to fix. And that's the scary thing.
To me, the scariest thing, if I was a United fan, it wouldn't even be the selection. Even though I find it strange that he changed to a diamond formation for Brighton. I think that's crazy. But to me, it's when things are going wrong, De Zerbi has figured out the thing in 20 minutes here. And you're just there. You're watching it, the same game we're watching. And I'm not seeing you tweak nothing. That's worrying.
Listen.
You know what I mean? Because with selection, you can always say, he was training bad. We don't know what's happening and fitnesses and all this kind of stuff here. But when the game actually starts now, and you can see the other manager changing stuff and doing things, and you're like, your manager is just sitting there, just holding the smoke. It's crazy.
So this is one of these weaknesses that I've seen. Okay, so this love for Anthony, I'll never understand. I just don't understand. Just simple as that. Okay, fine. You want to put your foot down on players talking out. Fine. Sancho talked out. Cool. But like I said, there were some parts of what you said that made me went, yeah, it kind of sounds about right. Okay, cool. So you don't have those two. but your system is always been based around having a right winger and a left winger. You have two on the bench or two available, and you decide not to pick them.
You know what?
And then, by the way, Palestri, right? So let me just add this part. Palestri was told to stay at United this season. What's the point? If you're not going to play him when there's no other damn player in front of him. So what's the point? Why is he here? And let's be honest, right? Pre-season, pre-season, and almost any time he stepped on the pitch, every single fan has just gone, bruv, he's actually a good right winger. What are we wasting time for? Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Uruguay are picking him for their international games. They don't pick rubbish players, bro. So what can they see that you can't see? Like, yeah. So
listen, your manager,
he's stubborn, and the thing is, I know he's stubborn. The problem is a lot of United fans, because they don't watch football outside of England, right, or Champions League, whatever. They don't know about it. I know how stubborn this guy is, and I do know he has this. He does like to make teams. His teams tend to blitz people in the first 20, 30, 40 minutes, try and get a goal or 2 goals, and then counterattack from that point onwards. So all the games we've seen this season has literally followed the same pattern. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, been good. Other manager goes, okay, I see what you're doing, react. Then we just disappear.
So no plan B then?
Right? So it's like he has no plan B, right? And
I'm not going to lie, I don't even know what the plan A is, because this man here wanted De Jong, and he was looking like, oh, this man want to do possession football and all this kind of stuff. And then now I'm seeing man saying that he wants to do transition football. I was like, you can't even stick to your philosophy, big man. You're all over the place. Furthermore, the away record here against not even top 6, top 9.
I think it's even top 10, bro.
It's ridiculous. Isn't it like 1 point from a possible madness?
I think it's 1 win, 1 draw, and then everything else is L's.
Come on, man.
It's like a collection of L's. Like, I don't...
Come on. And then if now you're going to start losing at home, the waiting is already...
I mean, that's the thing. You know what? The only... I mean, it's a very small blessing. Again, I'm stretching again. Luffy settings, right? The only blessing is when beginning... And you know what? Commentators, you man are bricks. You man, yeah? You like cursing the thing as well, yeah? Because I'm hearing, Man United haven't lost at Old Trafford since the beginning of last season when they lost to Brighton, and he might have went, here we go, right? Again, I already knew the result, yeah, but in my head I was thinking, look at this curse they've just put on right there, right? Funny enough, the last team that we lost to at home was Brighton, which I think that was a 4-0. So maybe you could say there's a bit of progress because it's 3-1, but no, come on, man.
It's progress, Wow.
I mean, again, I said I'm stretching, so I'm doing my stretch. Look.
I hear it. Mad.
So what about the keeper?
Okay, I don't understand what people were moaning about, to be honest, right? Like, I see someone come out and say, "Oh, De Gea would have saved that." Yeah. It's like we've forgotten what De Gea used to do to us. Yeah, De Gea would have saved this. De Gea would have saved that. I'm not even getting involved in this conversation.
To be honest, I think De Gea would have saved one of them.
I don't even think De Gea would have saved any of them. Bearing in mind, De Gea is the same sort of person I used to stand still and watch the ball go in. I don't know where you get basing this on. But anyway, listen. The guy served. Listen,
2019 De Gea.
The guy served his time. He's been a free agent for how long? No one signed him.
Yeah.
But apparently he's going to save you. United shouldn't have got rid of him. He's going to save Shaw. No one has signed him. He's there training with a personal trainer in the sun because no one has signed him.
You know what?
Long. Don't bring that conversation with me.
The disrespect I've seen this week, yeah.
No, not you. I'm talking about United fans. Yeah.
The ultimate disrespect, I've seen for your team, is from Pep. This was nasty.
Whoa, no.
It's nasty.
Play the whole video. Don't do half. Don't do Twitter half,
bro. He was still not, but he was being asked in about Arsenal and Liverpool and them man there, and then one of your United puppets tried to chuck in United into it. And my man was just like, eh? He was like, what we chatting about, blood?
But you know how strong
you know what?
Wilson Park is there, Arsenal and Liverpool, and the mentality is Pochettino there.
No, okay. Yeah, it's all jokes, yeah. No, stop right there. It's all jokes, yeah. But you're not playing the full thing. Look at this. You're not even playing the full thing. The man continued on to say, United and Chelsea.
We don't care.
Shut up. I'm saying it. The man continued on to say, United and Chelsea are not in a good place, but we'll find their rhythm. So that I love the way that Twitter just cut that bit out and go, let's laugh at this.
We'll find their rhythm, man.
Facts don't matter, innit? When you're trying to do bants, innit?
No, but that's him just being nice. You see his first initial reaction. That is it. Man laughed like, yo, small boy.
Look at all this sauce you man are adding, bruv. Look at all this salt and pepper you're adding. Allow it, man.
Man just creased, you know.
Yeah. He's like, what? Damn, man.
Said what? This guy does managing my B team. Yeah, bless. But no, this Ten Hag,
that's nasty work, you know. That is nasty work, you know.
This Ten Hag, yeah. You know what it is here with this guy? Because I remember when he first came in and he tried to do Mr. Tough Guy. Man, what was it when you lost to? Was it Brentford and he made man run? You know what I mean? The Ronaldo thing. Yeah. I'm gonna up the standards. Errors come to an end.
Love that.
This, that, and the other. You know what I mean? Yeah. And even before, Spidey senses were already tingling in some of the United fans. When Ralph Ragnick was there, and Ralph Ragnick was supposed to be going upstairs, and this youth came in and said, I didn't even speak to Ralph. I don't need to. I was like, this man is arrogant, you know? If you're going to have this kind of arrogance, you damn sure better deliver, big man.
But let's not try and take away his wins, bro. Let's not try and take
No. Okay, we'll get into the wins, yeah? Yeah? You got the energy drink cup, yeah?
You're an idiot. You're an actual idiot.
Right?
Oh, you sound like hey, what's this?
You got the energy win cup. Yeah. And towards the end, you were sweating.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Finishing top 4. Yeah, you were sweating, but you was looking over your shoulder towards the end, yeah. Do you know what I mean? A couple of weeks you were trying to say, yeah, you're in the title race, and then a couple of weeks later, man, I'm looking behind them. You know what I mean? So let's not do this whole revisionism and go on like this first season was some resounding success. Yeah, it was an improvement based on the utter mess that was the season before that. But it wasn't great, innit?
No, but you know what?
The way it finished is the way this is starting. This is a continuation from the back end of last season to now. We can't just say, oh, it was all great last season and then in the summer happened and then now we're here. These things that are happening, we were starting to see it towards the end of last season.
Yeah, do you know what? No,
Energy Drink Cup here, remember, that's in February. Or March. No, it is. It's an early one.
It was later because of the World Cup thing. But yeah, generally speaking, yes.
He is early.
Around about that team. So, but you know what, right? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like that whatever decision was taken about Ragnick, right? And it's funny because when you look at what he said open heart surgery, he said at least 10 players need to come in. By my count, I think we're on 9. So he was right. Right? And then there's another thing as well, and I have this discussion with particularly one United fan more than anyone else, said we need the director of football that actually knows what he's doing so that we can veto some of this guy's decisions to buy certain players. For a perfect example, right? And I will always go back to it because I'm still scratching my head on how stupid we were as a club. We could have bought Anthony. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Anthony was a brilliant signing, but for the amount we were going to buy him for, the pressure would have been, what he's done would have been okay, would have been reasonable to what we actually spent. We could have bought Anthony beginning of the window for 40 mil. 40 mil, right? That's even less than Mount. At the end of the window, because we went after one player the whole time and kind of lost our way, right? Went after one player, ended up with Casemiro, which, by the way, I'll take all day because we should have been going for him in the first place, or a player like him in the first place, right? And then last minute, like last 3-4 weeks of the window, we're now chasing Anthony, and Ajax have gone, well, you're not going to get him for the 40 you offered before and you are fine with, because now we need to find a replacement for him. So now you have to pay 80. And then we end up paying 80. Like, those type of decisions would not have been made with a correct director of football. Someone that knows the business, someone that knows what he's doing, right? All the successes that we've seen, with specifically Liverpool, but also with Man City we see now, it's because there's a director of football knows what the hell he's doing and is going, okay, you want a profile of a player, not a player. Ten Hag wants a player. And the player, in his books, with his talent ID, I know we're using the buzzwords for this season, is always related to something related to Dutch football, Ajax, or someone that's played against Ajax, right? If you have a director of football that knows his business, we go, what type of player do you want? Oh, this, cool, I will find one in Timbuktu for $1 million, rather than you having to pay 50 or something for a player that you've played against. So that there's a lot of things there that need to be taken out of him. I think he needs to concentrate only on the football, because I think all this power military stuff that he's doing, all the rest of that, yeah, it's cool and that, but bro, now we're not seeing results, innit? Or now we're seeing muscular injuries all the way.
Well, speaking
paramilitary stuff, and then my guys are getting
paramilitary. Yo, man. Speaking of money, well, speaking of money, boy, let's move on, boy, to the real money men of the league, boy. Do you know what I mean? The £1 billion spenders, big Chelsea, flashing the cash and that.
Certain man sold us dreams in pre-season, innit?
Wow.
So the striker.
Wow. Chelsea 0, Bournemouth 0. Well, the other way around, whichever way you want to go with it, yeah. These men had 20-something shots, and you can count on one hand the ones that actually made the keeper work.
Wait, what? 20 what? No,
yeah. Sure, they had 20-something shots.
No, it was 14.
Sorry.
According to Premier League, it's 14 and then 6 shots on target. But maybe it's all together, really. I don't know.
Anyway, they had a lot of shots in it. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Some of them were
hitting
traffic lights outside the stadium and that.
Some of them were Sunday League, bruv.
It's crazy.
Bad Sunday League too. Good Sunday League ain't
crazy
shit like that.
And the things I'm seeing, that left wing, I don't know what's going on down there. The left wing situation at Chelsea, yeah. That whole side is just haram. Crazy. Like Mudryk. All right.
My man has a number 10 shirt.
Wow. That should be illegal. Didn't Zola used to wear that number?
Bro, Mata used to wear that number.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And they got this guy wearing it, yeah? And I swear I saw that Levi Cole will get shifted to left back as well during the game.
Yes. Yep. It looked like he was left back right from the beginning, but I watch highlights. I don't know when he was shifted.
It's crazy. That club, I would be vexed if I was a Chelsea fan, you know. Spending all that yeah, and I'm looking at my players like, who are these guys, fam? Apparently, they got quite a few injuries at the moment. I think Casado didn't play, and some other man are injured, and all this kind of stuff here. But like, where are they in the table right now?
I think you said it. I'm gonna lie. I think you said it. I don't know if it was last time we were on the pod or the pod before that, right? How have you spent almost $1 billion, and Gallagher still in your midfield?
Starting.
Like, how is he still in your midfield after spending $1 billion?
Chelsea are 14th.
1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses.
Shame. I didn't even know they had a worse record than us. Nasty.
Do you know what? You say that, yeah, but like I said, it's a lot of money spent, but all the players that he's got and Poch has only just taken over that team. It's gonna need time. I know it's sad to say, especially with the amount of money they spent, but it's just the
And
way
you
it
know
is, and
what?
it's gonna
You have to be
he's gonna have to find out
Yeah,
how
you
the
even have to be
players.
even more polite, right?
Mm.
You can say, okay, let's say realistically 900 million was spent or whatever, right?
Right.
You can safely say, and I know it's still a lot of money, 300 million is actually Poch's signings. Everything else, they've just been bought because Chelsea went on a binge.
Well, I'm gonna do devil's advocate on this one, yeah.
I could tell from the way you were looking as I was talking that you were just.
No,
like,
I'm just doing the devil's advocate on this one. You know what I mean? Because hear what? Yeah, I ain't trying to hear that in it. Because I see Spurs, who were also rubbish last season, have lost one of the best strikers in the world, if not the best, arguable, whatever. Yeah. Brought in who have Spurs brought in? Madison.
Mm-hmm.
The other signings, who can you really say, oh yeah, big boy signing? At the very least, I'm seeing something. I'm seeing some football. Now, by no means am I saying these men are back or they're about to do anything because it's Spurs. I would never buy stocks in Spurs. It's never that. You know what I mean? Because that
To be
club,
fair, it's also too early.
that club is judged there. It's too early, yeah. But bro, that man has been there 2 seconds. He's been there the same time Poch has been at Chelsea.
Agreed, yeah.
And he's changed a lot of them players as well. I'm seeing man that some no-name guys. Obviously, you still got some of the core players but it's the same amount. Over there, you still got Enzo, Sterling, whatever, you know what I mean, Thiago Silva. You still got a certain amount of men that are playing. You can say the same thing for Spurs. You still got a few man from last season, but you've also got a lot of the midfield is completely different. The man like Højbjerg and that, they ain't seeing minutes right now.
They should never see.
You know what I mean? And all that kind of stuff, yeah. And I'm seeing much, much better football already.
Nah, I agree. That is funny enough. That is a perfect example of when it works, and then the example when it doesn't.
I understand what you're saying, but remember he's got they've brought in a load of players that have never played together, and I don't know. Chelsea just seems a mess anyway. But
I'm not gonna lie, it's the same though. If you look at the numbers of men that were there last season, that played last season, and the ones at Tottenham, you could say the same for Tottenham.
I don't know. I think Tottenham players were together a lot more than were together last season.
Brother, look at their starting 11 for this game, and look at the team that Conte was playing.
You know, that's a fair point. I think
the new keeper Conte, and everything.
Yeah,
just like Chelsea.
Yeah,
they got a new keeper.
I think the players that Conte played or liked are actually all on the bench or not even getting picked anymore.
Obviously, it's not to the extreme of Chelsea because obviously they've got a whole heap of man that you know, I mean, like injured and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I'm just saying I need to see a little something. You know what I mean? But I'm still seeing toothless Chelsea because chance creation is looking a bit iffy. We've still got strikers that, you know what I mean? Because I'm already seeing man saying that, yo, Jackson is the IC3 Timo Werner. It's crazy.
No, people have gone further than that. They've actually said Werner is better.
Boy, there we go. But you know what I mean?
I've actually seen a tweet of someone saying we shouldn't have sold Havertz, and that's a troll. You know what?
That's a troll. I'm not having that.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't care how bad things are. I don't want to hear that.
I blocked it. I don't need that negativity in my life. I blocked it.
That's an absolute troll.
I muted it. I can't see that in my timeline. We're not gonna see that in my timeline, right? If things are bad, I don't think it's that bad. But no,
again,
you know what?
At the end of the day, like you guys are saying, I'm just being devil's advocate because obviously, when Caicedo comes back and that guy from Southampton that haven't even played a minute, you know, plays and whatever other people come back, who knows? He might bang. You know what I mean? They're only playing one game a week, but all I'm saying is, give me something, bro. Because if he wasn't Pochettino and imagine this was a random manager that we don't know, knives will be out, way. You know what I mean?
Well, if this was Lampard, we would have told him to be sacked.
You know what I mean? Pochettino's got credit in the bank because, you know what I mean, he's done things with young players. So we're giving him that leeway.
I think, to be fair on Pochettino, I think he started slowly with Tottenham as well back in the day. So maybe it's just a...
And this is the thing, bro. These saying Tottenham, bro.
Yeah.
This is Chelsea, where they just, go through managers like there's no tomorrow. This is a different type of club now you're dealing with. You know what I mean? This ain't Espanyol and Southampton and Tottenham where you're allowed to build.
Yeah, I think with Chelsea, right? They're gonna have to hold out because they can't sack another manager, bro.
No way, bro. They can't.
They have to hold out, wherever the situation is. Yeah, we'll revisit this conversation. I'll go to every.
Imagine you sack him and then the next man says, "I don't like none of these man." What? This man on 8-year deals. Like, bro, this has to bang, bro. With them contracts they're giving people, these man it has to work.
Yeah, funny enough, that's the only part of me that feels sorry for Poch. But at the same time, you knew what you were signing in it. So,
exactly.
Like, I'm looking at that and thinking the only thing positive, they're all young players. They should all have had, because they've had less experience of football, should all listen to what he says and what he's doing and what he's talking about. And eventually they will catch it.
It's just crazy what Chelsea do to managers and players, because I don't know, this is going to sound mad harsh here, but the last time I've ever seen a Chelsea team that was entertaining to watch is when they had Sarri. And I'm not saying Sarri was the best manager they ever had or anything like that. But I'm talking for saying, oh yeah, I'm going to watch this Chelsea game and it's going to be entertaining. That is the last time, bro.
Do you know what? I'm going to say something mad. I didn't mind watching them the first year on the Lampard when it was all young players.
Oh, my Lord.
I was going to say that when they had the transfer embargo.
Yeah, when they had the transfer embargo, I didn't mind watching that period.
Yeah, I almost sinned myself, boy.
I never said Lampard was good then either, right? But I did appreciate what he was trying to do with the players he had.
Yeah, better than some of the youngsters.
Yeah, I have to give him credit.
He was kind of forced to. Yeah.
He had no choice. Yeah, he had no choice. So he had to make it work, and for what he had, it worked. And for the football was relatively attacking and entertaining to watch. Though when
you could understand what he wanted to do. Yeah,
when it worked, he was like, yeah, that's nice. But obviously, we all knew.
But look how nasty this hypothetical I've raised, this question I've raised, have gone. We've gone to Lampard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro.
No, let me sin bin myself for a moment because I can't believe what
I've We have gone to Lampard for the last time. They were entertaining. Now, personally, I'm going back to Sarri. Honestly, this team, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like he's cursed. I feel like you could bring.
I felt nasty when I was on a break thinking, yo.
I'm starting to think there's something else with Chelsea. I'm starting to think you could take Pep's 2011 Barcelona, just give them that Chelsea shirts, and they'll be boring to watch for some reason. Just because they just put them shirts on. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe I don't like blue. I don't know what it is.
No, actually, no. So sorry.
They're just so dry to watch, bro.
Let me just. Sorry, I have to add, right? If whoever watched it for more detail, please correct me if I'm wrong and stuff. Because again, highlight king. So sorry, man. But if they had scored one of their goals, chances they created, would we still be saying this, or two, or three? Because from what I gathered, there was some good football being played in stages or in bits.
Good football, but I think there was a couple of chances. Because at the same time, it's Bournemouth, man. It's cool. Bournemouth. Come on.
Cool.
I even saw Solanke missed a couple of chances as well. There's Solanke up there, looking like one dangerous, you know what I mean, a hold up.
Regen Drogba,
He was bullying some of them defenders in that game. Bournemouth could have even done a sneaky one. But yeah, man, here's what it is. It's a bit early, so we'll allow it a minute. But yeah, speaking of sneaky, I touched on this obviously earlier when I was talking about Spurs, but the Spurs game. Now, if you want to talk about a game where one team was just cooking, and these men just got one Bandulu counter attack and went ahead. Sheffield United done nothing, bro. They were rubbish. Like, honestly. But they almost got away with it. You know what I mean? That's football for you. You know what I mean? They almost got away with it. Like, they were getting peppered And Tottenham should have had a penalty as well. The refereeing this season, and I know certain man in this in this pod, the guy at the bottom, they only notice a refereeing decision when it's against their team, like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, but yeah, man, Tottenham should have had a penalty.
Agreed.
Like, come on.
Wow.
These.
I
said, wow.
It was clear. It was clear.
You know, it was a clear pen. They were playing, decent football as they have been. But like I said, I'll never put stocks in Spurs because it's Spurs, isn't it? These men will go and get cooked by Arsenal next weekend. You never know these men. You know what I mean? That's gonna be a real test for them. All this hype and on Ange Bowl chat I'm hearing. We're gonna see about it at the Emirates, way. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna. You know what? To be fair on this Ange guy, right? When he first got mentioned as a manager, I think we took the mick out of him either and go, bro, who's this known man? No known anything like that. Obviously, he's winning Scotland, but we all know that's default anyway. If you pick Celtic. By the way, if you see me in Celtic kit, I'm now affiliated to them. But
oh my lord. You cannot be serious.
Football, it is what it is. I'd rather do Rangers.
Is that your Scottish team now?
No. Rangers,
of course.
Rangers all day. But
hold on, you got Rangers, but you're busting a Scot.
I have to. It's work, innit? It's work. Coaching. It is what it is.
You should have just kept your mouth quiet.
It is what it is. It is what it is. I've already mentioned it to one of the guys that are coaching me from it. So
yeah, but that's like you wearing a City shirt and you support United.
Whoa.
Wallows.
Whoa. So wait, whoa.
You go to the winning team, but you support the losing one.
Wouldn't even take a job with them, right? That's deep. That one. So, but yeah, like,
you wouldn't take a job, a big man.
I want to take a job,
big man.
I want to take a job, Man City.
Wait till after the pod we deal with this one.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about it off air, yeah. Because if you get offered 6 figures, yeah, you'll be there doing the Poznan, you know them ones there. Man there, but I wouldn't take a job. Yeah, bro. Brother, I hate Barcelona with a passion, but if they offer me a six figure job, I'll be there, bro. Pretending like I support them, bro. Money, bro. There, Visca Barca and give me my paper, boy.
That is nasty, bro.
Secretly supporting that they lose inside, but outside I'm like, yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. But yeah, man. No. So yeah, the football from Spurs is been pretty good. But again, like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. Spurs is a long season because this is the best football I've seen from Spurs in boy. Yeah, I'm gonna be nasty with this one, boy. Since I can't do that. I was gonna be shameless and say Redknapp in an hour. I'll say since Poch. I was about to get real shameless.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was waiting for you to say Redknapp still.
You know them ones there.
Gareth Bell, yeah.
You know them ones there, yeah? Man since Martin Yo and
since the last one a trophy, mate. I'm telling you.
No. This is the best football I've seen, since Poch. But again, remember last season they started well again. Last season was their best start in 60-something years. So you can never believe in Spurs, bro. You know what I mean?
But they never played football like this.
No, football's dead.
You know what's funny, right?
But what I didn't buy though, they said about this comeback. They're like, oh yeah, this is a different spirit. I was like, not really, because last season you're losing 2-0 at Bournemouth, and they came back to win 3-2 last minute. So we've seen this. You've seen you have your odd games where you come back. So you have to do a lot more to convince me, boy. You know them ones there.
Yeah, do you know what I was about to say? Yeah, it's funny because as you said that, I said that last season they had the best start and stuff. What's really funny is that football they played last season, which was rubbish, should have given them more points, should have given them more wins. Because that nasty football tends to be what, like, you go through the season ugly, and then you just go, I'll just win here, just keep winning, ugly football, who cares? This football that they're playing is going to be harder to sustain. We all see it. Like, even when Man City, before Man City started being where they are, they played attractive football, and everyone found them out and cut them, and then he just kept investing more and trying more. Now it's almost hard to stop them. So we'll see. But as I said, the reason why, on the one hand, I'm not panicking about United or really writing off Chelsea is because it's literally 5 games, right? It's a marathon. Trust me. Yeah, it gets.
Listen, absolutely, things can change, man. Things can change in football. You know what I mean? Didn't you man lose your first 3 games last season or whatever it was? So here we go, but you can't make definitive statements at this early in the season. Boy, we can just talk about what we see, and you know what I mean. And speaking of what we see, boy, let's move on. Actually, now before we go to your boys, Sean, let's quickly go on their North London rivals. Arsenal finally won at Goodison Park. I think it's been donkeys years since they won there.
6 years,
which is crazy. Because Everton are dead, bro.
You know what?
How is it they always struggle there?
No matter how dead they are, they go play Everton.
It's a
They're
problem.
losing, bro. Yeah.
And even this was just a 1-0 as well.
Hey, this looked like it was close too. I mean, the most important thing is Everton can't score a goal to save their life. Clearly to save their season. And I think that's the difference, you know. I think that's the difference for why Arsenal got this over the line, because these guys can't score. I mean, they're not getting a lot of chances anyway. I mean, they had one shot on target, but normally Everton against Arsenal, that one shot on target is the goal.
I wouldn't be talking too tough right now, boy. Jeez. If you got Everton coming up soon, you say they can't score, and they come and slap your team. Oh my days!
You know what? It's just written in the stars that in this early period of the season, that's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm gonna talk with chess, and whatever happens, bro. But seriously, we all know that Everton have a problem with scoring goals. I mean, they had it last season, and they survived by the skin of their teeth, bro. Right? It's gonna be the same thing this season. Like I said, they had 8 shots altogether, 1 on target. Right?
Yeah.
Usually, that 1 on target is the one they win with against Arsenal. But this time it just isn't it. Just wasn't it. So, but again, credit to Arsenal. I think they're still playing their football. They're still trying. I do think you can tell me I'm being nasty here and I'm being a hater.
Here we go.
I do think Arsenal fans are getting well overexcited. The race hasn't started to be title challengers yet. Wait, boys. The race has not started.
Problem with that,
all I'm thinking.
Whether you're right or not, you're outside the club, so hitting from outside the club, he just looks mad nasty. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's the thing. I said I'm gonna look nasty, but it is the truth.
Hold on.
Well, we got an Arsenal fan, you know what I mean, who's actually in the club, and he can actually talk about, you know what I mean, whether they're in the title race or not, because you're making a conclusion from outside the club, and it's kind of crazy still. So.
It's looking kind of mad out there still.
Yeah. Let's bring man like Obi, boy. It looks like he's trying to sort himself out. I think he has sorted himself out. But yeah, man.
Obi, give us a thumbs up if you're all right. If you're ready. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Here we go. Man like Obi.
Welcome, sir.
Finally won at Goodison Park here. Come on.
Yeah, it's a bit surprised we won that. I was just kind of waiting for us to lose that, to be honest. Because, you know, when people face Arsenal these days or this season, it turns into a chess match. So they just line up the pieces at the back, 5-6 people, waiting for that Havertz mistake. So they can just... That's what it's called now. Put an entry in Wikipedia. It's called a Havertz mistake. Where man just take it and just run at you. So I was just waiting for that to happen the whole game, and luckily it didn't. That's the only reason. We're a bit more composed this time, but if there were, all it takes now is just facing a team that has better finishers or better people with better composure. And look at the Man U game. That's exactly what happened. They got a break. They've got better finishers, a.k.a. Rashford.
Who's got better finishes?
Man U. That's why they scored their first goal.
Well, then
Everton.
Oh, I was about to say. Oh.
Yeah, so...
I wasn't even biting that comment.
So it's one game at a time. Wow, those shots are being fired already.
I wasn't even biting on that comment. I said, wait, hold on a second. That don't sound... I said, continue. So, Sean just wanted clarification so he can smile, the prick. Hey, you know what? Sorry. You said something about Havertz's mistake, and I was thinking, wait, this guy didn't play. He played for 10 minutes. You're still banking on the mistake from him.
That's exactly it. That's why.
I said it's 10 minutes too much. You know?
I thought we didn't like him. Oh my lord!
Yeah, that's crazy.
So,
Well, at least he's benching him now. You know what I mean? At least he's not being stubborn with the.
Well, I don't know if that's a standard decision. Whether it's an international break / Champions League thing this week.
What was that in the Germany squad? Yeah.
Yeah. He played for the German team. He started one game and they got trapped by.
Yeah.
Japan.
He started against Japan, didn't he?
And then
he was on the bench for France. Two different managers. One manager played him, and then the second one went, nah, cuz, bench.
Eventually. Well, he did bring him on because it was stayed 0-0 for a while, so he brought him on. So he's not a complete outcast. But we'll see. We'll see if he starts the Champions League game.
What's going on with Martinelli then? Is that a big injury or is he just a knock?
It's looking like 3 weeks at least.
Oh, so he's going to miss the North London derby.
Injury. So we're going to have to Trossard it for a while.
Not a bad replacement.
That's not a bad replacement at all.
I bet you some man will bite to have that on their squad right now. Mad.
But as
if our manager uses
the
him,
distinguished gentleman from Manchester said, well, we don't want to start saying things too quickly. Apparently, so you know, we're all in the same place roughly. Well.
Oh, blimey! Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Hey,
what are you saying?
Hey, you know what? Yo, you know what? Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
You don't look far down the table, innit? You never go to the second page, do you?
That's what I just forgot. Because
you do realize your real enemy is above you, yeah? You do realize your real enemy is above you.
No, because we're in the same place. We're Liverpool. That's what I meant by we. I meant Liverpool. Because there's City, there's Liverpool, us, Tottenham. There are about 5 teams that are sort of in the same.
And what is it? Brighton as well. Brighton up there as well.
Brighton 12 points.
Whoever's drawn a game. Liverpool haven't lost this season, right?
No, we ain't lost.
Okay, and have you drawn more than one game?
No, we've only drawn one.
Yeah, so we're all in the same zone. So, you know, I don't know. What I wanted to ask was why are we suddenly talking about Man U and the purchases they made? This conversation didn't happen. We're 5 games in. Why are we suddenly talking about their purchases?
Wait, crisis, isn't it?
Huh? Yeah,
crisis. You know when things get peak, innit? It's like, Glazers and purchases.
Is it? Are we saying then that?
Oh, so you man are talking for me now? Okay, cool.
I'm just talking to the.
You man are talking for me now, yeah? So wait, I'm confused.
This is as good as they get. And...
No. Wait.
What are we saying?
I just wanted to clarify. When you're talking about our signings, right? Do you mean Mount, who's been injured for 3 games, or Amrabat, who's not played a game yet, or Højlund, who's just come back from injury, or who are we talking about again? Or Reguilon, who's just played his first game?
Sorry, someone's got the thing in the background. Well, yeah.
Wait, who's got the?
I'm just talking about your entire squad. I'm talking about your entire squad. You know, so there's a bit of a delay here. So I'm talking about your entire squad. Is there a problem with the squad?
Yes, there's loads of injuries.
Big man, that's a loaded question, boy.
No. Wait. I'm interested to see where he's going with it. There's loads of injuries.
But do you think you're the only team that's going to have loads of injuries?
Let's look at Man U. Let's look at Man U the way I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested. Go ahead.
Yes, you've got some injuries. Ran and a social injury. Yeah.
said a social injury. Oh my god.
And then
Oh my god.
I'm not even going to mention the other young boy, but I'll talk about the second young boy, Sancho. Yeah. So
Yes.
you've got a couple of social injuries, well, maybe 3 injuries, yeah, and an actual physical injury. 4 people out.
Physical injury will
That
include
said,
Luke Shaw,
yeah.
Luke Shaw, Varane, Wan-Bissaka now.
You've got
Mount.
your striker. You know what? He's good.
Haaland.
He's good. You've got your own Haaland there. He can make things
What?
happen.
Man said
What do you mean?
Haaland's
Your own Haaland?
What are you saying is wrong with Man U? What do you? What's wrong? I don't really see the problem.
You know what?
I don't see the problem.
You right
I think
now.
it's BAU personally. I just think.
Do you know what?
I
You
think
right
it's
now,
business as
your
usual.
internet is not allowing you to
Varane,
shine.
listen.
You know that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Your internet is shutting you down. It doesn't want you to talk and shine, right? So I can't even really understand what you're talking about. But in terms of what's wrong with United, we have a lot of injuries to our people that would prefer to play first team, and it's the start of a new season. We're 5 games in.
Do you think I'm a man that wants to hear about injuries? Oh, behave, brother. We've been there, done that.
All I'm saying is, and your season suffered from it, right?
No, we still finished in top 4.
Eh?
We still finished in top 4 when we had all them injuries.
Oh, okay, right.
Remember, we beat you with our 5th and 6th choice centre back. You remember?
Hey, this guy's a troll.
Really? Really? But
I'm just saying, bro. So,
well, like realistically speaking, there's a lot of pain, a lot of injury. So look, see, man ran away after asking the question. And in fact, I'm not even answering. Why am I coming back to you now? We've done our segment, bro.
Anyway, it is what it is. We know what's wrong with you, man. We've already covered that extensively. But let's move on to a team that hasn't lost since, I don't know, when the last time, was it March or something? Something crazy, boy. These men ain't lost. Liverpool, another dub. I mean, it's a dub that could have gone the other way, but dub nonetheless. Sean, what are you saying?
come on, we're grinding out here. We're grinding the first half. Woo! Woo! But boy, it's a good thing we have a manager that can switch it up, boy. Woo! Woo! Get the job done and that. 3 points and that. Come on. Yeah, man, it's looking good, man. I'm pressing my team signings. It's good. I thought we needed another centre back, but you know what? He looks like he's gonna try this young kid. Done a decent job. Looking good on the ball. Mate.
I'm not gonna lie, from what I've seen from him, I'm like, boy, he might have to be the third choice.
100%.
Because Manuel moving past my teeth like he weren't there, boy. It's like, you know what I mean? It's a bit mad.
Yeah, but then remember when I said before to sign a right back, because now look what's happening. Joe Gomez has gone out there, and I don't know.
No, I hear that.
Wait, was this guy injured?
Who? Trent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no Trent, no Van Dijk.
Little hamstring thing.
Where's Van Dijk? Oh, is he suspended still?
He's suspended still.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Oh, he's come back for seconds, boy.
Now we moved on from United now. But yeah. So what are you saying? What's the bigger picture then? How is he looking? Game by game, or are you thinking title? Big man, we're gonna have to meet you, boy, because your sound is a bit crazy. Yeah. What are you saying, Sean?
What's that?
I said, is it a game by game thing? Or do you think you can finish? You can challenge or finish second?
I think we could. I think, you know what? As it's going on and they're grinding, like, how much times have we gone behind now? We've come back and got the victory. So we're kind of winning when we shouldn't really be doing so, like that. But I'll say more so we're challenging. I'll put up for a challenge. You got to be in it to win it, innit? We're still up there right now, even though it's early days. So I'm gonna put my boys up there, mate. I believe in my team.
The look of disgust on Lavis's face is
No, because Sean's very good at covering his doubts when he's on his podcast, right? And it's the same for all Liverpool fans. Like it's like the nothing can go wrong type attitude, which I like. It's a positive. It's good.
No, but if you look at
goes wrong,
yeah, but
and
then if you
all
look
of
at
a
the
sudden it's
depth
like,
that we've got in our team now, we got multiple left wingers, we got multiple players that can play across the front three. They all work together. They pass. They don't just doing a mad thing. Salah's passing. Is getting the assist. What do you want me to say, bro?
I love that.
What do you want me to say?
I love that. I love that. I know exactly why you said that guy. Afterwards. I love that. But
I'm just
saying.
saying.
As you said, it's early, right?
Yeah, but then if you look at the
if I
midfield
remember
as well,
correctly, I think you were in this position last year in the beginning of the season as well. If I remember correct. You were up there. You were up here. I don't think you were third. I think you were fourth. That area.
No, I don't think we was.
I don't think so. I don't think they started.
Yeah, we didn't start well last season.
It was Arsenal that came out.
No, I know, but Arsenal kicked on very well. I know that.
Yeah, we didn't
and
kick
Tottenham,
on.
even
We didn't
Chelsea,
kick on very well. We didn't kick on straight away. Not like this.
Okay. Again, it's all a marathon. I'll give you that. I hate.
You say
these things, but
but the thing is, you say it's a marathon, yeah. But you got to understand, like we've been there as well, up there with this marathon in the race with City for a very long time, for how many seasons now? So for you to like try and say to me, yeah, it's a marathon, big man. I know it's a marathon, but like I said, we've got depth now. You understand? Like Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister. We got Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott. They can change a game. Elliott can. You got Diaz, Jota. Bro, look at our team. Nunes looks like he came on. He did come on. He did come on near the end. He'll probably play on Thursday night, most likely. But hey, I'll take the Thursday night football.
So you got cover. Obviously, your front line, you got bare cover.
Yeah.
Midfield now you got cover, but I still think the defense, a bit dicey over there, bruv.
I think the most thing dicey over there is definitely that right back era, because the left back we got two over there. We got centre backs. You got Konate, Van Dijk, the young kid, Matty.
Why was Konate on the bench, by the way?
Because he's just coming back from injury.
Again, by the way, that wasn't a loaded question. I actually don't.
I know that. I could tell by the tone in your the bass in your voice that it wasn't like that still.
Oh my days. Oh man. Yeah.
I'm not in a position to say anything.
Boy, you need Ten Hag to sort himself out, boy, because you're just holding bullets. You're just holding bullets
at this point, boy. All right.
Oh, boy,
1-1 between Nottingham Forest and Burnley.
What, is that how it finished, or is it?
Nah, it's still going. 80th minute.
Okay, so still no dub for
Company yet.
Company, yeah.
They were leading as well. Just painful.
Yeah. 1-0.
Peak.
Obi, what Obi got something to say over there?
Though you saw something sound, bro. It sounding crazy.
It's cool. I'm back. I'm trying to. You might notice I'm measuring my words because the last time I was here, I accidentally triggered a couple of men. So, which was not my intention. I was just saying. I just said something about the table or something. I can't remember what I said, but I got triggered. So I'll leave it there. But that was last season. But this season,
did they win anything last season?
No, we didn't win anything. We didn't win anything. But
where did you finish? But you finished second, didn't
I was just saying, for if people were to bring out, Filofaxes and talk about Arsenal and what they didn't win, in the Premier League. It's just that I was just wondering whether the positional system matters anymore. Apparently, it doesn't anymore. Like, come in second is the
Coming
Because-
second is a good season. Coming second is a good season. It's a very good season.
clearly. I mean, numerically, it's better than coming 10th or something. But
Or 13.
But some people argue, or whatever. But some people argue it's the same thing. Like if you don't come first, it's all the same, unless you win a cup, something.
That's
But you could argue,
that's just the truth. But okay, yes, you could argue.
Then wait, is the Super Cup is that a trophy?
Yes.
What's
Super
What
Cup?
do you-
The thing that you have to play by winning either the Champions League or Europa League.
Yeah, I just wanted to see where he was going with this still.
I'm waiting.
I think you might be talking about the Spanish Super Cup that's played with the.
no.
No. Do you know what he's about to go to? Do you know what he's about to lean on? The Charity Shield. That's what he's about to lean on.
That's a nasty lean.
He's
boy.
about to die on the Charity Shield. Go ahead, Obi. Go and lay on that. Lay on that shield, please. Lay on it. It's all you, bro.
Man's got the Captain America shield, you know. Yeah.
If you say anything like that, you're going out on your shield. You're going out on your shield.
Oh, by the way, sorry. If we're counting Charity Shield now, then that means I think Jose won 3 trophies. But I mean,
Man, trying to take us through the.
Oh,
I mean, we
channel,
didn't count it then. It wasn't important then, but all of a sudden now,
channel,
it's
you
important.
are
So,
nasty, blood.
I'm just saying.
What's that, like 5 years ago?
I mean, we didn't count it then, but apparently it's important now.
6.
So let's just sorry, Obi, I got in the way. Go ahead.
It's a trophy, right? It's a trophy because you have to win the Premier League or get FA Cup.
Yeah, but you didn't win neither. It's only because City won both of them. What are you talking about?
I was there by default. Now he's
You know what?
claim it.
I was rooting for you, big man, but nah, you lost me, man. You lost me, man. Come on, Obi.
They should have brought in the next best thing, which is the Carabao Cup, right?
It doesn't work like that.
Obi, you're fully reaching it. You do realize that, right?
Cup.
You are
Why is
reaching it. You are really reaching it, but it's okay.
No, I'm asking that. That's not rhetorical.
Whatever makes you feel better about winning the Charity Shield, or about your season last year that finished empty, whatever makes you feel better.
There's 4 people. What's in line? I genuinely want to know. Like,
I'm not replying. Hey, Kuda, you and Sean can reply to this.
Boy, I don't know where this thing is going, boy. Because I don't know what we're judging here. Which season was better? Energy Shield, what's the Energy Drink Cup, and challenging for the title. I'll tell you what. I don't know. All I know is Arsenal. Arsenal ahead of Man United right now. They're the better team, so more pressure on Arsenal. United is an absolute mess, so I don't even know why you're even in the conversation with my man, to be honest. I would sit this one out, if I'm being real.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Bruv, your second page in the table, bruv. You have to flick over.
I am not.
I
don't. What is going on?
Let's meet that way. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah. I'm not judging the whole season on 5 games. Because last season we started worse than this, or just as bad. Sorry, we ended up in 2 cup finals and 3rd place, which and that 3rd place was what 6 or 9 points behind the guys in second, and I mean those 9 points you can just say those sacrifices for getting to 2 finals. So.
Behave.
Oh, okay. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on.
That's that's nasty work because he thought he was in the title challenge as well.
Exactly.
I remember when you thought you was in the title. All right, forget you.
Sacrifices, man. We sacrifices.
Yeah.
For a trophy, innit?
Sacrifices are high.
Anyway, let's get back to
let's finish this. Let's finish this, man. Crystal Palace. Boy, scoreline looks like they got smoked, but. It is what it is. I saw the Palace fans were crying about a penalty. It's a bit debatable, you know what I mean? Like, man are doing super slow-mo to say, yeah, he touched the ball initially and then he flicked the thing. I'm like, yeah, if we're having to do Steven Spielberg for the penalty, charge it in it, charge it to the game.
Do you
but
think that's a do you think that was a penalty?
do you know what? It's on the super slow mo business. Yeah, you're like, all right, he got to the ball first, got the man, and then skipped the ball out. But if the ref gives a pen, I think it's a mad thing to turn it on some micro touch, bro. Like, because they were trying to go on like it was some stone wall thing, yeah. Like, and I'm saying it from a Palace perspective, I don't think it's that deep. Obviously, yes, without that penalty, you probably would have got away with a draw there because the last goal was on the break. You know what I mean? And obviously, it's because of the timing of the game. You know what I mean? You're talking 90-something minute. You know, you literally that's how you know you lost the point. So emotions are a bit high, but I don't actually think. I think you could argue that it's not a pen, but if it's given, I don't think it's strong enough to. I don't think it's strong enough to say clear and obvious error. Do you get what I mean?
See, the funny thing is, the only reason I thought, yeah, it's a penalty, as you said, is he touched a lot of the man before he even got before he got the ball.
Well, the Steven Spielberg super slow mo shows that he actually touches. When I say touches, I'm talking little tap of the ball, yeah, and then the man, and then the ball. So I'm like, bro, we can't go by that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a pen. Let's just not be silly in it. You know what I mean? Let's not be silly. It's
yeah, of course, the scoreline. I think the scoreline did flatter them.
It was flat. The last goal, like I said, was a break. Was on the break. You know what I mean? I mean, typical Crystal Palace, though, you know one of the goals is going to be a banger. You know what I mean? Everyone gets 99 plus finishing when they come up against Crystal Palace, which, you know what I mean? Volleys and long shots, bicycles.
Yeah, you've seen
Scorpion kicks. Dele Alli's best ever goal where he flicked it over a guy. And, bro, if you just type goals against Crystal Palace, you're going to see a madness. You're just gonna see a madness. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. I don't know how they do it. It's like some juju or something. But yeah, man.
Is there anything that Hodgson could have done better? Because obviously I see.
Well, he wasn't even there.
He wasn't even there. He's not well at the moment.
He wasn't there. He's not feeling well. You know what I mean? We're there with, we're moving like America, bro. We got Sleepy Joe, bro. We got Sleepy Hodge. You know what I mean? Like the oldest manager in the league.
Damn.
Like this is what you get, bro. You know what I mean? So I can't really blame him. I think at the end of the day, Aston Villa are a better team than Crystal Palace. Going away over there, I'm not gonna sit here and start crying about, you know what I mean, getting an L. At the end of the day, it's Crystal Palace. All that matters is, are they 3 teams worse than Crystal Palace in the league? Yes. Job done. Like, you know what I mean? Any Crystal Palace fan that comes out talking about, look what Brighton are doing. Big man, face your front, innit? like, face your front, relax. You know what I mean? Just be happy you're in the league. This is the longest Crystal Palace have ever been in the Premier League, yeah? And milk that and let them marinate, because Crystal Palace is the type of team, if they went down, it'd be a long time until they come back up. But I'll tell you that, the way they spend money. Or lack thereof, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's just be happy that we're here, innit? You know what I mean? And there's worse teams than Palace at the moment. But yeah, other than that, it is what it is. I mean, Man City, I swear, I don't even like talking about Man City. I swear down.
To be honest, we can skip it, to be honest.
I don't like talking about that team. They're so annoying. They gave us a little bit of hope, innit? But he knew. Yeah, it's not gonna last, innit?
Nah. You know what I mean? You see, with their thing, the game has to finish for me to be happy. While that game's still playing, I'm not happy, bruv. I don't care if they were 3-0 down against City, West Ham. I don't care. That whistle has to blow for me to say, yeah, all right, we're good now. It showed him.
To be fair, this was total domination, man. Jeez, when you look at the stats, it's horrible to look at.
Yeah, if Haaland had put away all them chances, you'd have been peak.
But they had 15 shots on target and 29 shots together. That's an away game, you know. And you don't even want to know about the touches and the passes and all the. Forget it. It's nasty.
And you see that, you know what? Yeah, before we go, let me go on my pep agenda. Yeah, you see, this man is a scumbag, you know. Yeah. See this guy.
Hey, I'm sitting up for this one because I'm not.
No. This is pure hate. This is the Madrid man coming out now. Yeah,
that's fine. I'll clap.
This is pure hate. Yeah. Like, see this guy, like, yeah, he's told the world, oh yeah, I like to play tiki taka. You know what I mean? Ball playing out the back, all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? One touch play, this, that, and the other. Look what this guy is doing.
Desperate hours though.
Yeah, he's playing all these centre backs. Now he's gone back to real wingers, pace and power wingers. Yeah, that can just run. Yeah, all that football that he was pretending that, you know what I mean? He's seen that don't run, innit? He's sneakily changing his football. And no one notices, you know. Everyone just still assumes, it's the Pep style. I mean, all this one-touch play and all that kind of stuff. Tiki
He's
taka.
adapted, isn't it?
Do you know what the worst thing is, right?
Scum
The
you,
mo-
blood.
he's the most- the thing is,
Scum you, man.
he's the most successful season he's had. Obviously, treble and that. Again, it's jokes because no one really cares. I'm really enjoying the fact that it's almost like blown to the side. But he didn't have any wingers in that most successful season. But he knew all the problems he had.
He saw it. He saw what the problem is, weren't it?
I ain't gonna lie to you, right? I can't believe man signed. So I can't believe Kyle Walker did a contract extension. Good video, by the way. Good studio video for his contract extension. Copying.
But they have to, though, because no one cares. You know what I mean? This is what they're doing. They got to do all them theatrics because, bro, how can you win a treble and literally we've moved on? Like, you know what I mean? You think any of your teams, Arsenal, Liverpool, you know what I mean? United, if you might want a treble,
boy,
you never hear the end of that way. You know what I mean?
What?
Never hear the end of that.
Glazonomics will milk that for
All I
years,
see
bro.
from so-called Man City fans, is just a bag of glory hunters and Barcelona fans that are living vicariously through them, bro. You know what I mean? Twerking one night. Actually, I mean, they ain't got no fans. That's all I see from that fan group. It's actually a joke. And all I see as well is just them trying to schlavine their players into old-time debates. I'm seeing De Bruyne's Dan debates and all this kind of nuts. I was like, bro, stop attention seeking because no one cares about your club. Allow it, innit? We don't care. But yeah, anyway, that's my pet hate for the day, but you know, like that. Gotta get it in there, man. Gotta get it in there. It is what it is. But anyway, man, is there anything else to cover here before we cut?
No, it's only Newcastle sneaks a little 1-0 victory. That was it, man.
Yeah, they kind of went to hell and back for that one, innit? But it's Brentford away, though, innit? So
actually, you know what? Let me ask a question. It's slightly controversial, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
We've all seen the I can't remember the guy's name. This is how unimportant it is, really, the player, right? But certain persons got caught for more gambling cases than Tony, and less time spent. Even I think it's a lesser fine too. What do you think about that? And should Brentford not be raising a case now to get him back sooner?
I think they should, but I saw someone say something along the lines of, what's his name? Tony denied it or something. And this guy just admitted to it.
Harsher punishment, okay.
And that's why possibly he got the harsher thing. But I'm like, come on, man. Still, you should be getting at the minimum the same because you've got much more than what my man has. You know what I mean?
Yeah, crazy amount more. Like,
but there's even talk of like there might be even a manager that was involved.
Yay.
Manager is crazy. Player is one thing, but the manager, like, yo.
Settings, boy.
The manager is crazy. Imagine man just changing off his striker because he's thinking, right, we're going to win. No. Come on. Come off. You know what I mean? It's a bit. It's this betting thing. I think it's a bigger thing, you know. Because just imagine like how much the family members, the people that are connected, that you can get to do the bet for you and all this kind of stuff. I'm sure lots of it is going on, man.
100%. I actually don't understand how football players get caught doing it for their own team, especially. Like
they get greedy, you know, like Paqueta. You know what I mean? He had the whole of Brazil doing a bet for him to get a second yellow card. Like, you know what I mean? And putting mad money on it. He made it so obvious.
Yeah, look, he's trying to make everybody eat, innit? Come on.
You know what I mean? They're trying to feed the whole favelas, you know, like, yo. Like, yo, crazy.
All he wanted was 10%, bro. 10% of the wins. That's all he wanted. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, that's my only topic. I'm gonna leave it as that. But Sean, do you want to add to that or?
I ain't got nothing to add to that.
Cool. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the pod, boy. Make sure to leave that like, boy. Leave a comment and all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
And we'll catch you again next week. Peace.
Oh wait, we gotta give Obi a chance to say goodbye, bro.
Oh yeah, Obi.
Somebody
Yeah, we
really-
can even
Obi.
hear you, boy. Look at that,
It's okay. I'll be back.
boy. Yeah, Obi, you need to be back with better audio, boy, because you're moving mad.
I'm on emergency equipment today.
All right, man. Peace.
Right.
Look, clerk.
One here, can't even take mine off, huh?
Hey, yo. I think we're double clicking.
It come like your internet's doing a mad thing.
No, I was clicking remove when he's clicking remove at the same time, so he just goes to the other thing.
Fair enough. Right. Yeah, man. Catch you guys next week. Peace.
Yeah, man. Adios.
I don't know why you're rubbing your hands like that, man.
Anyway, bye.